Okay, so chess tempo. This is a new thing. It's a tactics site. I haven't really done tactics on my channel yet, but I figured I might as well give it a shot. I saw John Bartholomew do his series, and it seems to be going pretty well, so I thought, hey, why not? But unlike him, I'm not going to be able to, excuse me, I'm not going to be able to climb the rating ladder as easily. That's just not something that's going to happen because I'm not very good at tactics. Surprise, surprise. So we're going to try to climb the rating ladder. We're going to hopefully climb it, but, no guarantees there. So let's get started. Let's see what we got. I forgot what my rating was on this. We'll see it after like one problem. So this is taking its sweet time to load the first problem. That's fantastic. That's just what I need. What else? I have to keep it like this because... Alright, is this going to load? Yes, it is. Okay. So we've got the king in the middle, d6. I'm instantly thinking about queen e7. Then he goes d5. King goes d5, then what's the follow-up there? I'm not really sure. I don't really see any other forcing moves. And those tend to be the correct moves. If there is a forcing move, it's usually... Oh, what about d takes c5. So d takes c5, king takes, and then what happens after that? Because I can go queen e7, but he has plenty of places to move, my imaginary opponent. So I don't think that's going to do much, and I don't win the knight or the rook. Oh, actually, I know I do win the rook. Okay, so I see what I'm doing here. Oh, that's wrong. Oh, fantastic. Okay, so let's see what I did. Was it just... Let's see. Okay, so it was queen e7, then forced, and then... Oh, that's checkmate. No, it's not checkmate. Because he can go king e4. That's... Oh, no, then we go queen e5. Yeah, so that is checkmate. Okay, fair enough. So rocky start, but it's not a problem. Let's go to our next problem. This one loaded much faster. Let's see here. Queen f3. We got queen on d5. So, kind of want to take... Okay, trading queens isn't going to do much because he can take back with his... Well, can he? Trading queens... Okay, so he just took a knight. So I should trade queens, then I can take c4 with my own knight. And that should be winning in material. So I'm going to try that. Alright, so we get that one. Good stuff. Let's see what we got next here. Alright. Black takes my rook. I seem to be down now, so I need to win something back. And someone just texted me. I'm just going to mute that. I'll get back to them later. So how about d takes e7? If the queen takes back, then I get the other rook. Or should I take the other rook first with check? That's the real question. I mean, check is always better. Forcing is always better. It seems like, anyway. But then what if he plays something like bishop f8? And then if I take, then he can take back with the bishop. Well, he could take back with the queen originally on e7, so I think I'm just going to go here. Yeah, okay. Then do we take the rook, or do we move our rook out of the way? I'm assuming we take it, because there's no checkmate threats, and we can always take back f1 with our king, thus winning material. And plus his bishop is pinned, so he has to take back with the queen. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. So we're 2 for 1. Let's see what we got next here. Okay. f1. Rook f1. So instantly I kind of want to play rook g1, but I don't see... Well, is that good? Is that good? I don't think that's good. I mean, that just trades off rooks, and then he gets the pawn as well. So that's not going to work. What about... Okay, here's an idea. We go rook h2, he's forced to take, there's no other move for him, so he takes king h2, and then we take bishop takes f1. Oh no, but then the knight can take f2, so we're still not queening there. Yeah, it's not gonna work. What about g3? It's passive, but I don't see what they're doing after g3. It's like over. Because we protect the pawn and all that, then we can move our rook freely. So I'm gonna go g3. Yeah, so he's got to take. It's forced. That makes sense. Good stuff. Let's see what we've got next over here. By the way, guys, this is just a test run, just to see if these videos are any good. So this might not be as long as future videos if I plan on doing those. So bear with me here. This might be like 10 minutes long at most. I'm not sure how long I'm gonna make it actually. But that aside, so we get our rook taken. We're still even in material, so that's always a plus. What about rook a1? We're eyeing down on the king, but then he can go bishop f1. Oh, but then we can go bishop h3, and then if he takes, then we go knight e3, and that's checkmate. That makes a lot of sense. I'm gonna go up. So now he has to move up. Okay, that makes sense. To prevent checkmate. And then we can... What do we do now? Then we can go for the rook, can't we? With knight c3. Yeah. Sweet, we won the rook. So other than that first one, been doing better than I hoped. Okay, so we lose our knight. No matter. How are we going to get ourselves out of this one? There is queen h8 check. That can be blocked, or king can move out of the way. I don't see what good that does. There's no way to check and win the bishop in one move, but I'm assuming whatever the tactic is, it wins the bishop somehow, because the bishop's just like unguarded right now. It makes a lot of sense to me that that would be the case. Queen f8 seems to do the same thing. It doesn't really seem to be getting me anywhere. But I mean, these pawns look kind of powerful and I can advance them. But that's not a tactic though, that's just game progression. That just, I don't want to call it strategy, I don't think that's strategy either, but strategic, positional I should say. I'm not very chess lingo. I don't know the chess jargon. I'm not kind of at a loss here. Let's see. I'm gonna try queen f8 check. Because it looks nice. Okay. Yeah, that's wrong. Well, let's see what the right answer is. As soon as it loads. Come on. Okay. So it should be okay, so it's queen h8 and then king a7. Okay, and then queen goes back, wins the bishop, but then what about if queen blocks? No, that doesn't work. Oh, okay, if queen blocks, then queen takes, king takes c8, and then pawn up to f6 check, and is there any way to stop queening? Yes, there is, because king d8, then f7, then king e7. So there's no way to queen there, it looks like. Actually, no, what if we just played, instead of f6, we just played takes g6 check. So yeah, there's no way to stop queening there. That's pretty impressive. That was a harder tactic than I anticipated. So he can't block, he has to move out, and then we win the bishop. But why can't we play queen f8 instead? What's wrong with that? You know, I don't know. Yeah, I'm missing something here, but I don't want this puzzle to drag on too long for you guys. I'm sure some of you have figured it out by now. If you have, let me know in the comments. But I'm just going to go on to the next problem. I think this is going to be the last one. Again, this is just a test run just to see if it works. See if things are going well. Okay, queen down to f5. That's fine. I don't really see any checkmate threats from white. We can take the bishop for free. And I think that's, excuse me, I coughed there. I think that's what the game wants us to do. And then we just have to prevent whatever white's planning. So I'm going to try that. Oh, that's wrong. Okay. What happened here? Check. Why does he have to take? Okay, so check, and then what happens if king h3? Okay, so we know if king goes to g2, that forks the queen. King goes to g1 or h1, then we win the queen anyway with knight e3 check. So king goes to h3 is the only move that seems to break this mold. If that happens, then we always have queen d3 check, but then he moves back to g2. I don't see what the follow-up is. It is harder to see it while I'm just talking through the camera, or the microphone, but I've already discussed that in length, how my chess ability goes significantly down, but that's something I'm trying to work on. Talking and thinking at the same time. Okay, so king h3. I want to figure this out before this video ends. I'll leave an annotation if it takes too long to skip to when I figure it out. Because this just doesn't make, queen d3 after king h3, and then the only move available is king g3, and then... Oh, and then you fork him. Oh, okay. That makes total sense. So no matter what, you can force the king and the queen into a fork. So knight to e3 check with a fork or with the discovered check is coming no matter what, which is why white just chose to sacrifice the queen. That makes sense. So instead of getting a bishop, we get the queen. And that is the puzzle. So our final rating, I didn't check our starting rating. It's probably up in the video, so I can figure that out. But our final rating is 1547.2. We lost 8 points on that. I'm wondering what we gained overall. I really don't know. There should be like a session start rating. I bet there is, that I just haven't found it yet. But yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. Let me know if you liked it, and I'll definitely do more. And yeah, those next videos will be longer as well. So I'll see you next.